Hi everyone, my name is Heather and I'm the person behind Happy Puppy Truffles. Today I wanted to share with you guys an origami that kind of has the title Nantoka Fushigi na Origami, which means that it's kind of strange origami. It's a transforming origami basically that's very traditional and takes you through some of the basics of the base origami starting points to kind of as a good way to kind of learn as a beginner. You do need 2 sheets of paper. What we wind up starting off making is we do the zabuton base or the blintz base, and then from there we make a sort of like a samurai kind of dude. So, and then from there it kind of transforms into other things as well. So, with your 2 pieces of paper, you want to start off with, like I said, the blintz base. Now, the blintz base is a really simple base. You can just start off by folding your paper in half both ways, and then we're just going to fold each of the 4 corners into the center, and that's what a blintz base is called. In Japanese we call this a zabuton base because it winds up looking like the cushions that people sit on the floor when they sit down to eat and relax. So that's one zabuton base, and then what you want to do is actually flip it over and do another zabuton base. And like I said, this is just a great way to practice your folding techniques by getting a chance to work on keeping your folds and your creases straight, making good creases so that things go together nicely. This is a good way to practice all of that. So that's one more zabuton base or blintz base, and then we actually want to turn it over again and fold it towards the center here. And this will give us the last stage of this particular beginning part of this origami. And you've gotten a chance to practice one particular origami base 3 times. And it gives us a lot of preliminary creases that we'll use if you flip it over. Now this kind of looks like a true cushion in Japan. It's got a nice little fluffiness to it, and the little areas there just looks like it's sewn in the middle. Now you want to actually repeat those steps for your other piece of paper as well. So I'll go ahead and do that really quick here. So when you're done, you should have these 2 pieces completed here. Now what we're going to do is with one of these, I'm going to take and I'm going to make these 2 sides and the bottom of these little sections that you see open up. So you want both of these flaps to open up. This could be a little tricky. You want to kind of get one going and then the other so that you can push it up and crease it down to create a nice little rectangle. Like I said, we're going to do this on 3 of the 4 sides that we have. Sometimes you put the pressure on it, it folds right up. Sometimes you do need a little help. You know, that doesn't work that time, so you need a little help opening the sides first and then pushing it all the way up. And that creates a finished piece that's going to be the top part of our little samurai dude. So put that to the side. Then on the other one, what I want to do is open up 2 sides, opposite sides here. I can get the other side open here. It doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. So I've got these 2 sides here and the 2 sides open. What I want to do is actually allow this part on the side to unfold a little bit. Now this can be a little tricky, but you want to just have a little confidence as you do this, as you open things up. Let this part open out. Crease these sides together here and pinch. So you've still got the base diamond here, but this side that's sticking out now. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side too. So basically you're letting this part, these flaps open up a little bit and allow this part that we just opened to lift up and come out, create a nice little point, and then just fold it in half. And still allow for that base in the middle to be a nice diamond shape. Then from this point here, what we want to do is go ahead and take these 2 sides and open them up again. To the way that we were doing things before here. get a nice little rectangular base on both of those. So you've got the two rectangles on the sides and then these flaps down here on the bottom. And what we're going to do is fold things in half so that these top parts come together and you wind up getting this shape that looks like pants, basically. And you can then put these two pieces together. They don't necessarily like fit together really well or anything. I suppose you could maybe slide, yeah, it doesn't really. These usually are the same size too much. They don't fit together well. But you do need a bit of glue basically to just fit these two in like this. And that gives you a finished samurai warrior dude when you're done. Now, that's one of the pieces. We've made two completed projects now. We've made the cushions and then we've made the samurai. Now, if we take these two parts separately, they can be used to make other pieces as well. We'll start with the pants. What we can do here is kind of let things open up here all the way like so. Have it lay flat. Take these two parts that were the legs, bring them together in the middle, and overlap them just a little so that you can fold one side over the other here, kind of locking these into position. And if you've made this before, you'll recognize this is the traditional camera origami. This is based on a really old style camera, but if you pull, this part will pop open as like you're snapping a photo. So you've got to be real old school and look at some old photos to understand that that's a camera, but it is. So that's one of the other pieces that you make with this project. Then we take the top part of our samurai, and what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and return these pieces down into the middle so they go back to that cushion piece. And then I'm going to take two sides and open them up like I did with the pants part. Open them up and out and fold down, and then open this side and allow that edge to open up and fold down and pinch so that you get two sides. Turn it around and do the same thing on the other side as well. And this is going to give us basically what looks like a table, or in Japan this is like a kotatsu, which is a table, a short table that has a heating element underneath to keep things warm and is covered with a blanket. So that's the nice little additional piece that you get from this. So we made a cushion and a samurai and a camera, and now we've made a little table. Then what we can do is turn things over and push things down and make these legs go up and turn 90 degrees, up, turn 90 degrees, up, and around, and you get a pinwheel. And then we could take these pieces and fold one up and one down and fold this whole thing in half to create a boat. That's one boat. And then we'll go and make the sailboat as the last step. So for the sailboat, this is a little trickier. But what we want to do is open things up for a second and turn it over. I'm going to take this side and let this tip come over down here. And as I do, I'm just going to let this leg pull up so that I wind up having something that looks like this. Then I could take this bottom leg and fold it up. And that should give me my completed sailboat. So you wind up having all of these pieces that you can make from this set, where you've made basically the cushions, the samurai, the camera, the table, and then two different variations of boat, all just with two pieces of origami paper. And it's a great way to do a bunch of fun, basic base folds and improve your origami technique. And also kind of, you know, tell a story or something with your kids. It's just kind of a fun way to show how origami progresses from a lot of these base folds into lots of different projects. So I hope you guys had fun with this, and I'll have some more fun things to share with you guys in the days to come. Thanks again always so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!